From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Monday morning weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're joining us live here via the webinar, thank you so much for attending. And for those who view this after the fact on YouTube, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Certainly, it's looking like pretty nice outside. I'm seeing lots of sunshine, mainly clear skies. A great start to this week. So let's jump right into it. And my first slide here shows the weather pattern. And the big takeaway is what you see is a lot of high pressure over us. So look at today, there's a high pressure extending over us. Midweek, it continues to extend over us. By late week, the high moves offshore. The high pressure you see centered over Pennsylvania in the midweek will move offshore for late week. And we'll kind of get into that southerly return flow. It's going to warm up. That late week pattern you see there is a warming pattern for us. So this kind of coolish weather we've been having for May will finally begin to moderate, and we'll get into some more regular routine May-like temperatures. Personally, I've been enjoying the kind of coolish weather, but so I don't mind if it hung on a little bit longer, but that's all right. It's going to warm up, And upcoming weekend, you'll notice in the upcoming weekend part of this slide, you'll see some, red and blue frontal type features on the map there just to our north. That's a cold front. It's really going to try to slip toward us. Anytime we have a cold front or a stationary front or warm front, any kind of front in our vicinity, we always have to be on watch for a couple widely scattered showers. If it's a well-organized front, then obviously the rain chances are higher. But since this is sort of a front that's really not blasting through, we'll have, if we do get any showers, it'll be more of the widely scattered type. Look at the other thing I want to draw your attention to. There's a little L there over the Bahamas, and some of the models have been trying to suggest an early season tropical cyclone could spin up in the Southwest Atlantic later this week and weekend. So we're going to be watching that, although honestly, right now, it doesn't appear that that's going to be any concern for us here in Central North Carolina or any part of North Carolina. Anyway, we'll keep our eyes on that. But it's just as a reminder. Last week we had Hurricane Preparedness Week, and I hope everybody got ready, did what they needed to do to review their hurricane preparedness plans for the upcoming season. So if not, there's still time. Always take the opportunity when the weather's quiet to prepare for when the weather is not so quiet. So anyway, we'll be keeping our eyes on that. In the meantime, I want to draw your attention to a couple things we're concerned about. Breezy northwest winds and low relative humidity will yield an increased fire danger this afternoon south and east of Raleigh, mainly to the south and east of Raleigh. So basically what that means is if there's any wildfires that break out or any prescribed burns that could, or any kind of burning for that matter, there could be quick spread if the humidity drops even more or the winds pick up even more. So we call that increased fire danger. And then tonight, it's still going to be on the unseasonably chilly side. We have one more night where there could be a few patches of frost Tuesday morning, but that will be mainly west of Raleigh, north of Raleigh as well. So, if you're in the coastal plain or you're east of Raleigh or south of Raleigh, you probably don't have anything to worry about. But if you're in the Triad or areas north and west of I-85, certainly, be careful with that frost risk if you have outdoor sensitive vegetation or plants. Okay, so that's really the key points for this week. As we look at the how much rain, well, this kind of just elaborates what I already mentioned, which is dry most of the week. So nothing for today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then you can see a couple splotches of very light green for Saturday and Sunday. That's that risk for a few widely scattered showers. But again, not a washout this weekend, but certainly, there could be a few very widely scattered, very light showers as well. And with that, it goes to say that, obviously there's no severe weather threat for us in terms of severe thunderstorms this week. All right. Let's look ahead to the following week. And this is courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center. And looks like we're in a warming trend for the following week, getting back to not only May temperatures, but maybe a little bit above where we would normally be in May. So we'll see how that pans out. And then there's also a risk for a little bit more in the way of precipitation than we might otherwise have. So we'll see how that how that works out. So all in all, really nice week. Enjoy it. Mainly fair, dry weather this week. Slow moderating trends. We'll be back into the 80s by later this week. Could be a few widely scattered showers this weekend, but mainly dry. While not a concern for us, we'll be watching the potential for a tropical cyclone spin up in the Southwest Atlantic later this week and weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, nothing to be concerned about this week. Enjoy the pleasant weather and the warming trend. Again, be a little bit cautious of breezy and dry conditions south and east of Raleigh. There could be an increased fire danger. That's this afternoon. And then tonight, we're still looking at a risk for a few patches of frost Tuesday morning, mainly north and west of Raleigh. All right, so that wraps up today's weekly briefing for Central North Carolina.